What's up, addressees? Welcome to the H&R TV, the official YouTube channel for the hottest new revolution, culture, and movement. That's to live your life and let a life you live regardless of who you piss off in the process, culture, and movement. And real fast, I posted a video recently talking about humiliation rituals, which is a part of this process, this initiation, whatever it is that I'm going through right now. But I ended up taking it down because, like I said, trying to explain this stuff and all this weird junk that goes on is very hard to do, and it start to make you look crazy and sound weird and all this junk. So I decided to go ahead and take that video down. But the reason that prompted me to post that video is because even in this process that I'm in right now, constantly, day after day after day after day, like it's always somebody pushing, like I said, these messages pushing you to take the next step. Oh, you almost there. Just go a little bit further. Like go a little, be a little more. I don't know, this or that, or put yourself out there a little bit more. Take the next step. Like go a little bit further and a little bit further and a little bit further. Whatever the hell that looks like. And like I said, you don't have no map. So you just got these people constantly just encouraging you to keep pushing the envelope further and further and further, and you don't have no map, no direction, no, you just gotta kind of figure it out as you go, or try your best to hear God and where God is leading you and directing you in. That's another thing, like I said, that gets folks to humiliating themselves, trying to push the envelope, trying to take these folks' advice, trying to make sure you stand in alignment and stand in purpose and all of this stuff, pushing the envelope further and further and further, thinking that it's going to get you a reward or whatever the case may be. But again, it's all, I don't know, man. It is what it is. But with that being the case, I'm uh, uh, not necessarily pushing the envelope further because, like I said, I don't have no map, man. I'm not finna keep stressing myself out trying to figure out what anybody is trying to get me to do. But um, like I said, I wanted to start reaching out to the fluid community and building up that base for my personal, what I know that I'm doing and working on, which is address me, my startup. So this particular video, I just want to speak on a couple pet peeves that I have with being openly fluid, and then also what I'm looking forward to in becoming known or famous or whatever the case may be. That's going to hopefully um, put a lot of these issues that I have currently to rest in my future. So, with that said, a current pet peeve that I have with being fluid is that no matter how stand up or open and honest that I can be with a group of people at one place where I happen to be at, no matter where I'm at, like if I'm open and honest, like I'm saying, let me slow down. This can happen from place to place, but just any random spontaneous place where I happen to be at, if I'm open and honest and like I open up with these folks, I connect with these people, or whatever the case may be, I let them know about me and like my identity is fluid and everything like that, or whatever the case may be. And then you go to a new place. It could be the same day, it could be a different day, it could be whenever. Like you just go to these new locations and it gets exhausting to have to constantly start all over again with every new location that I end up visiting and every new group of people that I end up in the company of. And especially being an attractive person uh, in new places around new people, people tend to get curious about you. They want to get to know you. They end up wanting to flirt with you, etc. All type of things go on. So it's very hard to be attractive and be low key, like just to yourself in a new spot. Cause folks want to be in your face. They want to know who you are. They want to do what they want to do. So after spending enough time in my presence under those circumstances, no matter where I go, if it's a new place, what the most persistent people end up catching my vibe or whatever, and rather than simply asking me or having a conversation with me, a lot of folks tend to just jump straight to the assumption that I'm DL or that I'm shy or that in some type of way I must be hiding who I am or something like that. And that can be very, 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 very irritating. So, some of the things that I'm looking forward to um, with being known eventually or famous or however you want to describe it, um, is that once I'm known and everybody know, okay, that's Vinny, that's King V, that's whoever, that's he is who he is, whatever the case may be, then I don't have to keep dealing with strangers at every new location that I go to, either assuming that I'm hiding or that I'm DL or um, that I'm discreet. Let me speak on that term too. So, like I said in the previous video, fluid is an identity. It's how somebody thinks, values, beliefs, behaviors, things like that. It's an identity. It's not a sexual preference. Homosexuality is a sexual preference. Bisexuality is a sexual preference. Pansexuality, whatever these are sexual preferences. Fluid is not a sexual preference. Gay is not a sexual preference, folks. Gay is an identity. Um, Gay, yes, stands like homosexuality or whatever the case may be. Um, but again, homosexuality is the term for the preference. Gay is the term for the identity. Gay is a set of beliefs, behaviors. It's an identity, values. Um, and let me see. Yeah. So my issue in being like, I take an issue, and again, once again, I don't take no issue with the LGBT community or gay people. Like, everybody has their story. Everybody has a right to be who they are and be proud of who they are. Um, and everybody has a right to be clear, to have it be clear who they are and how they identify as well. That's, again, this is why it's important for the fluid community to exist, because while I don't have an issue with the LGBT community or gay people, it is off, like I do have an issue that um that I believe it's it's not possible for me to fit neatly into, or myself or people like me, people who behave or think or identify how I identify. It's like it's not simple for us to just neatly fall into that conglomerate or that category of LGBT, um, for a multitude of reasons that I'm not going to get into because that's not the point of this particular video. But Um, yeah, it is just important for my existence and for my identity that that be distinguished and clarified. Um, and again, I spoke on it in previous videos if you want to go check those out. Uh, and things that I'm looking forward to changing once I'm known is that no more strangers at every new location can assume, like I said, oh, that's what I need to speak on too. Discreet. I'm not like, prior to creating the fluid community, I guess you could say that I would have identified as discreet gay, but that's the thing. Like, I don't identify as gay at all, and I don't believe that in order for somebody to be discreet, you have to be actively trying to like hide or actively trying to be discreet. Like me showing up in a place, talking like this, acting like this, looking like this. Like I'm not trying to be discreet. I'm not trying to hide nothing. I'm not trying to be local. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just being myself. I'm just carrying myself how I carry myself. And um yeah. Yeah, just carry yeah. It is what it is. I carry myself how I carry myself. So that's one thing. And then when people know you, well, yeah. And another thing that I'm looking forward to is that when people know you, when you're known, like when people know you and they know your character, people understand who and who not to provoke in certain type of ways. So whereas right now, I'm or when I wasn't as known and I would go out to spots or places, like and folks not really know my name, they not know my face, they not know who I am from where I'm from or whatever the case may be. Folks tend to try to try you. They want to try you. They want to pull your whole card. They want to try whatever, like uh, 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 test your gangster. However you like, whatever term that you want to use for people like deciding to try you. Like I don't know. I mean, when people understand and they know who you are and they know like what comes with your name, what comes with like the person that you are, basically, then there could be a certain level of respect, a certain level of receptiveness, a certain level of understanding when people know who you are. So that's what I'm looking forward to, folks. Um, yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, man. Um, Again, shout out to the gay community. Shout out to the LGBTQ plus community. Like all love. Very at the same time important and detrimental for me that my uh, identity be accurately understood and portrayed in this new season of my life, which is fluid. That's it, man. Y'all be safe today. Stay out the way. Take everything one step at a time, one day at a time. Focus on finding yourself and finding your purpose. I love you, King V, H&R.